The best fight is not really, rallying and then go and say, I don't like you, I want to make changes. You don't just go into the city hall anywhere to make noise. You want to go there and to make sense. And also you don't want to go there to complain. You should go there, besides complaining, you should offer a solution. Otherwise, if you go there making noise, everyone can make noise. So it's important for us to voicing out what you want, what you need, but at the same time, work with the leadership to say, how about this as solutions?
He's done a lot of work in the community.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows him, everybody respects him.
If you ask Carl to do something for you, if it's for the community, Carl's answer is always, no problem. So if you talk to most people that know Carl, they will always say, oh, Carl, no problem. He never say no.
He's real proactive in this Chinatown. Everywhere you turn your head, you're gonna see Carl. So that's a good thing.
The other thing I can say about Carl is that forever young, okay? He looks the same as when I met him.
The amazing thing about Carl is for 35 years, he still looks the same.
I came from Hong Kong, I believe it was 1974. I was 15. Well, I guess my sister and definitely my mom wanted us to have a better life. So we came here and seeking for better life for the family. Our family settled in Oakland. So when I came here and starting to speak in, people kind of like, we did not carry English as our daily conversation. So going to school, we had to face many challenges besides the language issue, but there's also a racial issue in schools. So at that time, I still remember I said, you know what, maybe it's about time for us students getting together, the Asian students, and we formed the Chinese Student Association, and getting all of the Asian students together. And I still remember they said, you know what, why don't you become the president? So I remember, I think that was the time when I started to do even more organization work, in high school. That's how things are all started. And then there was a good opportunity at the time. Asian Health Services, they were looking for people they can do some work. So I was there, and I really enjoyed what I did, and that really changed my whole life into what I am as of today. Wow, I still couldn't believe it. I still couldn't believe my eyes. You have my picture, and that was in the 70s, and and that's me sitting in front of a typewriter. And I bet you anything, most of the young folks don't even know what a typewriter is. So that's the time when I was working as a volunteer and doing some translation work at Asian Health Services. So I was the one did some translation from English to Chinese, and hopefully I didn't make much mistakes at the time. Well, I think I was maybe 15, 16, and and look at the hairstyle, so so couldn't believe it. Yeah, I started off as a volunteer, but also there are certain things or issues that we have to be going out and voicing out our concerns, and I've gone through many rallies and fighting for the health cares for all people. And then quite a few years ago, I joined the Asian Health Services, serving on the board, and actually learning more from other board members, and work more even closely with Sherry Hirota and all the service providers. And Asian Health Services is one big family. And every time when I walk into this building in Asian Health Services, I feel like I'm going home.
I think I've known Carl probably around 30 years. And his claim to fame in the whole organization was that he was a Kung Fu practitioner and quite masterful in his skills. So his mother, who I was the doctor of, she would show me some moves, and it seemed like Carl had taught them to her. Over the years, I came to know Mrs. Chan very well. And so she was a very wonderful individual. I could see that she, and the legacy that she's given to Carl, is the same, that she was part of this community, she cared for the community, and she wanted to contribute to the community. And I counted her not only as my patient, but also my friend.
One person also will influence me a lot is my mom. Because not only that she was the patient, she's patient for Asian Health Services, but at any time when there's a big rally, she's always the one going out along with me, and sometimes by herself I couldn't make it. She's always going out advocating for the right cause. So she actually has quite a bit of influence on me.
I've been always trying to tell Carl that he has so much community work that he has been doing. The city needs somebody like him, but that's one thing he doesn't want to do. I think he feels that he'd rather be on this side of the podium telling you things than to be on the receiving end on the other side. So he's very smart too.
Carl has this unofficial title of being the Mayor of Oakland Chinatown. He's behind the scenes, when appropriate, in front. He's earned that, that unofficial title.
I know people, did mention that, the Mayor of Chinatown. So, but let me tell you the real translation of being the Mayor of Chinatown. The translation means you are a troublemaker. So really, sometimes when people say that you have done a lot for our community, and I feel ashamed because it really is not me. It really are the people surrounding me, and they are doing so much more than you know. But I always say this, the people speaking the most, doing the least. So probably I haven't done very much. I really am just talking, being there.
Carl is just an example of the selflessness of community leaders, who there's really not much in it for them except a lot of hard work and oftentimes a lot of criticism. But we owe, so much to people like Carl, who day in and day out, mostly for no credit or very little credit or sometimes discredit, do for this community, and we just have to thank them so much.